Let's meet your New York Knicks starting lineup. At the point, standing 6'2", number 2, Langston Galloway. At power forward, 7 feet 1 inch, number 6, Kristaps Porzingis. The other guard, standing 6'5", number 4, Aaron Aflalo. At center, at 7'0" number 8, Robin Lopez. And at forward at 6'8" from Syracuse, number 7, Carmelo Anthony. The head coach.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. The Knicks here to defend home court, playing host to the Western Conference. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the center position. Now here's Aflalo. New York moving it around. 6 to shoot from the arc. Bryant with the rebound. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. On the wing, Bryant. Three-pointer, good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
That was Roy Hibbert getting in the way of the defense there.
Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Russell. Passes it to Porzingis. Now here's Aflalo. D right on him. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Russell dishes to Kobe. Now the feed to Russell. Shot clock at 6. And it's Bryant in the corner. Nails the wide open jump shot. Kobe's got 5 points so far. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, Derek Fisher had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what he thought might give them an edge going into this game. And he said, well, our shot blocking is always a cornerstone for us. To have the ability to protect the rim, really, I think, is invaluable. And one thing that helps sets us apart on the defensive end. Guys, let's see if they can lock down the paint.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for thinking about their defense right off the bat here.
Yeah, great thought, really, to have coming out of the locker room. Worry about making stops first and foremost. Let the offense take care of itself.
Yeah, I agree somewhat, but at some point you've got to do some work offensively as well. They can't rely on defense alone.
Russell with a wide open look. Again, Russell missing. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Hibbert. The Lakers in the lead. There's the dish to Clarkson. Right side, Russell. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Bryant's got 7 points. And so it's New York with it. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. The pass to Porzingis. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Knicks turn. 6.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Russell kicks to Kobe. Knicks with the rebound.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
And it's tied up with that one.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the #2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
Now, here is Russell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Just 3 to shoot. With the shot. Again, the miss by Bryant.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
The Lakers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. He kicks it to Russell. Outside Bryant. Kobe can't get that one to fall.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Pass to Anthony. Fades back. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Bryant. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Clarkson. Anthony, no one around. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And he makes the first.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
He doesn't get the second one. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Dishes it to Carmelo. Second chance shot. Connects. The jumper drops. Anthony's got 6 points.
Next minute, 11-8. Los Angeles calls timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Bass is checked in for the Lakers.
Knicks City Dancers.
Lakers trail by 3. The drive by Russell. And that one's good. Hibbert's got his first points in this one. New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Galloway, the pass to Afflalo. Anthony kicks to Lopez. Out to Anthony from past the arc. Again, the miss by Anthony.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now. That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Pass to Porzingis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Porzingis passes to Galloway. There's the screen. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Bass. The Lakers in the lead. Russell dishes to Kobe. Back to Russell. Here's Bass. Another shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Aaron Afflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Anthony in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Anthony's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. Williams against Grant. Calderon at the elbow. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency the challenge for Hibbert.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Bryant. He's got 11. And he lays it straight in. Bryant's got 13.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing, guarded by Kobe. Back to Calderon, the 3, and he gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 1.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Outside Williams. Here's the floater, and it's blocked. And he gets it back, and he gets it to go. New York's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. There's a screen. It's Anthony with the drive. Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. He hits the second from the line.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
The kick out to Williams. Off target with his 3. The Knicks shooting 47% here so far. Anthony against Williams. It's Anthony with the drive. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big 3 to compete for a championship. And for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did.
Mark, another milestone for Kobe Bryant last season. He reached 30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scores of that volume reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
Williams, he's checked in for Anthony. They set the pick. Screen by Grant. Williams with a clean look. And the 3 off target.
And Kobe Bean Bryant, the only 30,000 point scorer to go along with 6,000 assists. You know, LeBron might be the next in line to join Kobe in that category.
Now Grant following the 3-point attempt by Lou Williams. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Los Angeles is gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first.
And for Kobe, people have always joked that he's a ball hog and only looks to score. Well, he's the only guy in the history of the league right now with 30,000 points to go along with 6,000 assists. So obviously gifted as a playmaker as well.
And Seraphin throws it down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Grant the pass to Seraphin. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. No good on that last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
I never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do.
And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise.
They pulled all the strings to get me here, and I wanted to be here. And yeah, I want New York to be that place where guys want to come play in New York, you know, and I want to retire in New York. I mean, let's just be quite frank.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
And you know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though, Greg. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And New York looking at who they've got. They've got Calderon. Robin Lopez out there with Derek Williams. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Galloway in at the one spot. Now Calderon. After Aaron Aflalo missing that last three-pointer, that's good. Aflalo's got 5.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now, here is Young, picked by Randall. Nick Young on the wing. He's guarded by Aflalo. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Sacre. Good on the 13-footer. Sacre's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
Boy, for the Knicks last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponent scoring chances.
So it's the Knicks now. After the basket by the Lakers. Williams for 3. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. Russell kicks to Sacre. 11 feet away. Again, Los Angeles. Well, for the Knicks last season, Greg, the defense a problem for them, specifically how they defended against perimeter shots, and in particular, the 3.
38%, Kevin, of the threes against them went in. That was by far the worst in the league, and it's a big reason why they would end the year with the worst margin of victory in the NBA. How about minus 9.3? And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
The drive by Russell. That's good. And now a 7-point Laker lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
For the Knicks, Porzingis comes in for Williams, and Anthony subbed in for Jose Calderon. The Lakers also changing it up. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Robert Sacre, and it's Clarkson in for Williams. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Hibbert with the screen. Russell dishes to Hibbert. Shot clock at 6. Jumper off the screen. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Galloway kicks to Aflalo. He feeds it to Anthony. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Jordan Clarkson. First personal foul, team's first.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that. Anthony's been putting up the numbers. 16 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Knicks trail by 3. There's Galloway looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks it to Carmelo. Lopez sets a screen for Anthony. Fires, high post. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Now just a 1-point Laker lead.
Hey guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
And so here is New York following the shot by Roy Hibbert. Lopez, a screen on Young. Anthony, the pass to Lopez. Back to Anthony, the second chance effort. No good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Clarkson, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one. The throw good, Clarkson. Knicks trail by 4. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Anthony against Young. Anthony left side. And he gets it to go. Anthony's got 6 here in this quarter.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Russell kicks to Young. Hibbert with the screen. The drive by Russell. Lakers working the ball around now. Picked by Randall. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Russell missing.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Inside, Anthony. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Nick Young.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style. Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
New York trailing. The drive by Anthony, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Julius Randle, and it's Bryant in for Nick Young. The Lakers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action.
Now here's Anthony after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Passes it to Aflalo. Here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Russell. Pulls up on the wing. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Lakers in the lead. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
New York, no good that time either.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. He has 15 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
So for the Knicks, Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis, and it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. And Kobe drops them both.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
Now, here's Grant. On its way from a follow for 2. It's good, and that's just his 3rd make in 10 shots. An off game for him.
You know, I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
Grant against Russell. Clarkson with the ball. Back to Russell. Baseline J on the way, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or 2, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Now, here's Clarkson. Aaron Aflalo missing his last shot. Bryant is doubled. Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Grant. A floater, and the Lakers get it back. Hibbert, off target at the rim.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Grant. Aflalo dishes to O'Quinn. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The feed now to Kobe. To the middle. Stolen by Seraphin. Kobe against Anthony. He dishes it to Grant. This one for 3. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Now, here's Clarkson. The dish to Bass. From 12 feet out. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. New York's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Knocked away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Russell gets it to go.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Knicks trail by 4.
Timeout Knicks. Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Williams, he's checked in for New York. Calderon comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for the Lakers. Williams comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Now, here's O'Quinn. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Los Angeles leading by 4. Kobe kicks to Sacre. Back to Bryant. That one a little long.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The pass to Calderon. Drills it from outside. Calderon's got 6.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Williams attacking. Good. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
There's a good screen. Grant against Russell. Grant the pass to Seraphin. New York moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Calderon dishes to Seraphin. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Calderon. 6 points for him. Down low, here's Seraphin. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Knicks have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And that one misses. That's off as well, so he misses both. If they play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Russell kicks to Kobe. But they recover it. Sacre, no luck. Good D by Williams.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Grant outside. They set the screen to the middle. Here's O'Quinn. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside Bryant. Stolen by Grant. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Lakers ahead, up 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
No, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Well, just communication and trusting one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going some way, somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots, and we'll be fine.
Melo, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. The first quarter was all about Kobe Bryant. He ended up with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
One advantage has been their stellar rebounding. I mean, they're putting bodies on people, competing for the ball. It's simple, really. The team with more possessions has more opportunities to score. Wow.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, no question, Ernie. They need to improve their three-point shooting. When you shoot in the low 30s, you can dig yourself in a deep, abysmal hole. You like that word, Ernie? Abysmal? I can't spell it, but it sounded nice. Anyway, when the open three is there, fine, shoot it. but we saw at least a few situations where they should have worked for a better shot.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a three-point game. Taking a look at the Lakers. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the center, locking down the middle. The Lakers have shot 6 of 7 at the line. Two straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Now here's Bryant. Shot clock at 5. Russell kicks to Clarkson. Fires it up. Can't get it to go. And New York will come the other way.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
Follow the pass to Galloway. To the inside. It's stolen by Randall. The drive by Russell. Outside Bryant. Hibbert at the elbow. Beyond the arc. And Russell gets it to go on the assist from Roy Hibbert. Russell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
Poked away. Pass to Aflalo. Rebound the Lakers.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Here's Randall. Banked in off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Laker lead.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Lopez a screen. Anthony against Kobe. New York needs to get off a shot. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by the Lakers. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Clarkson dishes to Randall. Takes the 13-footer. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant, stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
And, you know, going back to Randle's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
Both free throws good from Randle.
And talking about Randle's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
Here's Clarkson following the score by New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Kobe against Anthony. Back to Aflalo. To the paint. Here's Galloway. Here's Lopez. Roy Hibbert with the rebound.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Russell passes to Hibbert. Back to Russell. Randle with a screen for Russell. Inside. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Galloway kicks to Anthony. Left block shot on the way. And again, it's New York. Los Angeles leading by 9. To the inside. Here's Russell. Misses the layup.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Count that one. And that's now 25 points for Carmelo Anthony. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Taken away by Anthony. And a fast break now for New York. Anthony leading the charge. Here's Galloway. Rebound the Lakers. Hibbert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kobe attacking. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Knicks trail by 7. Dishes it to Anthony. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Here's Galloway. And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And for the Lakers, without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
First one falls for him.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
Lakers leading by 7. And here is Bryant. 19 points in the game. Young in the corner. Back to Kobe. Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock. Good on the shot. Clarkson's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Pass to Galloway. Lopez a screen. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Clarkson. Deep 2 from Anthony. New York, no good that time either.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead. He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
So for the Knicks, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Los Angeles, Sacre comes in for Roy Hibbert. And it's Williams in for Clarkson. Knicks trail by 11. Greg, getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Clark only played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer, but he just never got right last season.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Kicked by Randall. Williams with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Kobe against Calderon. Bryant drops in the layup for 2. Bryant's got 21.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Young against Calderon. The rebound by Sacre. Sacre's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And he makes the first. Lou Williams won the 6th Man Award last year, Clark, in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer. And that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Williams, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway.
You know, and when you look at Lou Williams, he's always had a shooting guard skill set in kind of a point guard's body. Now, he's not just a long-range bomber. He will attack the basket and earn his share of trips to the foul line. And that's where he's really deadly. 86% from the stripe last season.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Fades and shoots. That's good. Bass has got his 2nd basket of the night.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Now, here's Grant. Williams with the steal. He kicks to Bryant. Back to Williams. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Kobe's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And, you know, back to Williams, sometimes it's better to own one thing, be a master at that, than try to fit a round peg into a square hole. I mean, he's not a really good passer. Never has been. That's not who he is, but he can heat up quickly as a scorer. And that's the side where you put jelly and butter on his toast.
And the Lakers have possession, following the score by New York. Here's Bass. Here's Sacre. Can't get it to go. Good D by Williams. Knicks trail by 15. Calderon dishes to Grant. Outside Williams. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Young passes to Williams. Feeds to Sacre. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Sacre's got 8 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Well, taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. Checked in for the Knicks. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Down by 15.
You know, with Williams, it's more about his ability to create his own shot than his efficiency. That's why he's best suited as a 6th man, in my opinion.
Now, here's Calderon. 9 points in the game so far. Shot's good for Seraphin. Seraphin's got 4 points this quarter. Lakers leading by 13. Now Bryant. Inside. It's deflected. Stolen by O'Quinn. Here's Calderon. Good. Calderon's got 11.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
And Williams certainly does personify that sixth-man role of instant offense, but it'll be hard to see him in the starting lineup with the way his shooting numbers are.
Grant kicks to O'Quinn. Calderon dishes to Serafin. New York moving it around. Grant with the ball. Williams picks him up. Grant against Williams. O'Quinn, and he lays it straight in. O'Quinn's got his second bucket of the game to go.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Right side, Williams. He feeds it to Calderon. Kicks to Grant. 5 on the clock. Back to Calderon. Here's O'Quinn. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. O'Quinn's got it back down to within single digits for New York. Kobe kicks to Williams. Back to Kobe. Williams against Grant. Williams attacking. Again, the miss by Williams. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes to Williams. Up top, Serafin, guarded by Kobe. Off target there with the little leaner.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
On its way from Young for 2. Misses the jumper.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Lakers lead by 9. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And so it's New York with it. 9-point game. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Galloway in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
That's good. Clarkson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Galloway, the pass to Aflalo. Down low. Porzingis can't hit. And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now, here's Bryant. Hibbert with the screen. Anthony against Bryant. To the wing on the left. Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Galloway kicks to Anthony. The feed to Galloway. They grab their own miss. And he gets the bucket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Lakers leading by 9. To the paint. And Russell gets it to go on the assist from Kobe. Bryant's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Knicks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Anthony against Kobe. From the high post. A shot by Anthony, no good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Here's Hibbert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. 6 points for Roy Hibbert.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Here's Russell after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Anthony for the 3. That's tipped.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Clarkson dishes to Hibbert. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Galloway. He dishes it to Aflalo. Cans the shot with nobody near him. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. The drive by Russell. The shot is off. Good D by Lopez.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Here's Galloway. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The 15-footer, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the 2-pointer.
Now, here is Russell. To the paint, here's Hibbert. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed.
Hibbert has been all kinds of trouble for him. He has 9 rebounds, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Here's Galloway. To the middle. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Here's Galloway. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for your Knicks, Langston Galloway, taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Galloway.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Now here's Hibbert, and he gets it to go.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Here's Galloway. The pass to Porzingis. Here's Anthony. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lakers leading by 11. Outside Bryant. Bryant is doubled. Here's Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Knicks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Here's Galloway. Pass to Porzingis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing, guarded by Kobe. New York, no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Anthony. There's the dish to Galloway. On the wing of Flalo. Nice D from Russell.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Outside Anthony. Dishes it to Galloway. Pass to Porzingis. Clock at 6. Here's a Flalo. And the shot falls short this time.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the result.
That's good. And it's now 23 points for Kobe Bryant.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
He kicks to Clarkson. Goes up at the stripe. Anthony against Kobe. No good. Good D by Lopez.
Well, clearly he's got some nice moves in his bag of tricks. But where's the finish? You got to get the result.
Follow the pass to Anthony. There's the pick. Tries it from the top of the key. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Anthony's got 33.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys?
Now, here is Russell. Kobe goes in. It's rebounded by New York.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Grant, that's good.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Williams. Hibbert with the screen. Outside Williams. Hibbert with the screen. Shot off the pick. And he gets it to go. And that's 11 points for Lou Williams.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Grant against Russell. Grant the pass to Porzingis. Aflalo right side. And again, it's New York.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Lakers leading by 9. And Bryant kicks to Williams. Kicked by Randall. Lopez with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Anthony, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Knicks on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Aflalo, no good. And now here comes Kobe, leading the break. Outside Williams, Latre. Hibbert dishes to Randall. Outside Kobe. And it's Hibbert, top of the key, to the paint. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Hibbert. And it's 13 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
Shooting for New York, Kristaps Porzingis. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 8.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Picked by Randall. Down low. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. That's 10 points for Julius Randle.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Anthony. Grant the pass to Anthony. There's the screen. Passes it to Porzingis. Grant kicks to Lopez. Some nice passing by New York here. Just 5 on the clock. And here's a follow for 3. Excellent D there from Williams. Kobe with it. Hibbert with the screen. They double-team Kobe. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Afflalo. Williams against Afflalo. Here's Randle, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And a lot of noise coming from these fans after that call was made.
Well, it seems like we've got some rookie officials here trying to handle the business and on the court, and the crowd clearly not in harmony with what they're calling.
Here is Seraphin. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. That one a little long.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Now, here's Clarkson. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kobe, tell us about the mindset of this team tonight and what you hope to accomplish.
Just come out and play well, just play with a lot of energy, execute well, read the defense well, and make unnecessary cuts.
Talent and execution. Kobe, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present Kobe Bryant. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is elite.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're